live out here and I'm from the Bay, so y'all gotta fuck with both. You know what I mean?
Shit fucked me up, man.
All right, bro, we gotta talk about.
Yeah.
I ain't wanna laugh.
Like,
We gotta talk about that. That's a damn near the first thing we gonna talk. God damn. They had it. I don't know what happened.
and we're live.
Oh, yo. Hey, tap in, nigga, log in. Smoke a Lot Radio, we going all in. Smoke a Lot Radio, welcome. Yuck Mouth TV, subscribe to your guy, man. It's your host with the most culatto smoke, Yuck Mouth in the house, man. And we got a guest in the building, man. My homie Millyz, man. You feel me?
Bow.
Boston.
What's up, man?
Cambridge,
Yes,
very
sir.
own. You know what I mean? Millie's in the building. You got the homeboy in the building.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up with the Playboy?
Dotta the dealer.
The dealer. Not
Word.
dealer. Like a car dealership.
Car dealer. Yeah.
I'm
Exactly.
a dealer. Shout out Dotta the dealer, my nigga, man. Thanks for
God.
tapping in with me. Y'all fucking with me, man.
Appreciate you.
Coming from Mass, because bro like to say Mass. He ain't-
Yeah, that's
he
what
ain't
I'm
fucking
on,
with
bro.
Boston like that. He like, nah, I'm from Mass.
Nah, I
man.
love Boston to death, but Boston's a part of Mass.
Right. So you represent
And
like...
people always thought Mass is a part of Boston. Like that's how
I swear, I thought it
like,
was Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's the capital. But it's just like, you know, that's that. Like for instance, like inner city Boston got a different vibe than the rest of Massachusetts. So like, whereas like Lawrence is 45 minutes from Boston, it's all Dominicans and Puerto Ricans.
Oh,
Like that's
shit.
where Nicky Jam grew up and shit like that.
Oh,
you know what I
shit.
mean? So
Okay.
it's like we gotta, but people will be like, oh, you from Lawrence, you from Boston. Nah, it's a completely different culture. Cambridge is 5 minutes away, 3 minutes away, a minute
Boston.
away. You know what I'm saying?
From
You could skip. Yeah, like we get born in Boston hospitals, but it's a different culture. You know what I mean? So I just wanted Boston to be able to have their own culture, like, and then Matt and understand that it's
like-
a part of the greater whole with this whole Massachusetts shit.
It's like us being right here in L.A. You know,
Yeah.
say if you was from L.A., you would be representing California in the whole. You know,
Right.
like, I'm from Cali. That's what you're saying. I'm from Mass. That's like saying you're from Cali. the state.
Yeah. Kinda, but Cali big as shit. I'm saying, but it's kind of like somebody being like, thinking you from Cali, right? And they like, oh, you from Oakland? You from LA? Like the same thing. You're like,
Same
nah,
thing.
it's
They
different,
from
bro.
Cali.
Like,
Right,
it's a different.
right.
Oh, you from California? You from LA? No, I'm from.
So what
Sacramento
is
or
the
whatever.
difference though? Because
It's just every spot got a difference. Like for instance, like Boston,
you just said a
like.
spot that just had all Dominicans.
All right,
and
like so
Puerto
that's like
Ricans.
Lawrence. So like if you go
Okay.
into Boston, you're gonna have like Dorchester, Roxbury, Mattapan, which is like you know what I'm saying, and like the South End, which is getting more gentrified now. But you're gonna have those areas that's like historical, like, you know, black neighborhoods and shit. It's treacherous out there. Oh, not even black, all type Cambodian, goddamn. The trenches in Boston,
Right.
and then you're gonna have like Back Bay, Boston, that's nicer, and Charlestown, which is where all like the tough white kids grew up, like the movie The Town, and South
Okay.
Boston. So it's that they have their whole own culture out there. You know what I mean? Like when I was growing up, it was about Adidas sneakers and Champion hoods and shit like that, and that was a different culture. Whereas in Cambridge, motherfuckers was wearing Nikes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's still to this day, like their gangbang culture out there is different within inner city Boston than
Okay.
everything. You know what I mean? Everything else is everything else. But
Yeah,
we
my
all-
homie Benzino from there, man. Shout out
Yeah,
to Zeno.
shout out Benzino.
Man, yeah. Zeno from that motherfucker, man. Him and the almighty RSO, we his label mates and shit.
yeah, people always feel with me like expect me to have a weird viewpoint towards, you know what I mean,
Nah,
Benzino or some
Zeno's a
shit. But
legend,
to me,
yo.
yeah, see, to me, like I really came up like looking at him, you know what I'm saying, in magazines and all different shit on TV, and then you know they brought their car, a wrapped truck with the Made Men shit on it. They brought that shit to my hood when I was young, like, and I seen it. That was the first real rap shit I seen. So people will always want me to have like a bad viewpoint on Zeno. I feel like they try to line me up with that shit sometimes, like in interviews or whatever it is, but I don't feel like that. I feel like, bro, you know what I'm saying? He did what he did, like, and
Bro
he
put on for
yeah,
the
he
city.
put on.
He
at
put
the
on
end
for
of
the
the day.
city. And me being, just
and they was
around
beating
them.
dudes up and all of that. Like
they was with all the shit.
They was showing motherfuckers, and I be telling like, you know what I'm saying? Even like the newer rappers nowadays, because people like they don't understand what's going on in Boston. I'm like, man, a few rappers might gotta get slammed on their neck, like for them to really understand the culture.
To Pierce, allegedly.
Shout out Paul Pierce. I love Paul Pierce to death.
Hey man, hey.
Yeah,
slow down, Turbo. Hey, them goddamn shit gets sticky. It can get sticky. What does Drake say? Shit can get sticky. But goddamn, man. Zeno though, man. From me rocking out with him and before like rocking out, just seeing his moves, man. That nigga had a club in Miami called Club Zeno that I've been to. That motherfucker was upstairs and downstairs. That motherfucker had the whole PlayStation, where you PlayStation on the big screen and shit, mat and all that shit. Upstairs, pool tables and shit, bar and shit, outside lounge, rooftop. This one he had the big ass Zeno piece, that big ass like shield. And it had all the multicolored diamonds, the blue, the yellow, all the different stones. He had one of me. He had like 2 necklaces connect to that motherfucker. It looked like 4 necklaces. Remember that big ass Zeno chain he had? Mm-hmm. I think that was a Club Zeno chain. That was the logo to his club, bro.
Yeah, and you can't take nothing from him. You know what I'm saying?
You can't
in that
erase
sense,
history.
like motherfucker might feel a certain way, but ain't nobody violate him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He moved around, and he really he was the only one speaking for the trenches from Boston. So shout out to Benzino.
Yeah, man, definitely shout out Benzino, the almighty RSO, to my homies. You know what I mean? Back to you, man.
Shout out Twice Style too. You feel me? The rest of them.
Definitely, man. So let's take it back to you, man. I do want to talk about this Warriors and Celtics shit right quick. Let's just get that shit out the way.
My God.
I mean, my nigga, we gotta talk about it. Somebody is fucking up out there. Somebody got mad. Somebody stopped playing ball. Somebody stopped dribbling and started. I don't know.
Nah.
Tell me what happened, bro. Was it the refs?
It was experience, bro. Like, it was the refs in one of them games. Like, we got fucked in one of them games. The refs played us, and then it's like the Warriors were just so sharp mentally. They been there before. That's like you been in 10 fist fights and you up against somebody who's fighting for their first time.
Right.
They don't know, like, how to respond to getting punched in the face sometimes.
But they steamrolled through everybody else.
Yeah,
they
but y'all
through Giannis.
But y'all are the Patriots.
Y'all
are like the new Patriots. You feel me? So it's like, we
niggas fell off for a couple years. We wasn't the Patriots last year, bro.
But I'm saying you still got the experience. They won championships. They know what it's like in that moment. Like, if we had to go back and do it again now, I think we sweep them, bro.
Experience, right?
I think we sweep them motherfuckers.
So y'all coming for us this year?
For sure. If y'all make it there. I think that was the glory moment. I think y'all peaked right there. You heard?
Hey, man. I think that boy, I think the Splash Brothers just like came together. They just activated like the Wonder Twins at the ass end of the season. We ain't even get to see, Thompson do his thing. You know what I mean?
He not him no more.
He ain't. He
let y'all win.
He looked shaky. He look shaky, baby.
We lost more than y'all won. That's how I feel like. And
y'all did a lot of turnovers and fuck ups.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We lost more than y'all won.
Y'all gave us the game. And then still, y'all was like neck to neck.
Yeah,
with all those turnovers,
we
won by the skin of our fucking teeth.
And at one point, we was
up. One time we blew y'all the fuck out, though. It was one we blew
but at one point, we was up 2-1.
Yeah, y'all was getting the light and shooting. It was like the Celtics had to really stop them at a certain time.
Yeah, I think that last game
they had to stop them at a certain time, and they didn't, and then we couldn't get them stops. But that shit killed me because it killed my pockets too. So not only
bets on
not only did my beloved Celtics lose, but the amount of people in the industry that was hitting me because I'm the only guy that they know from Mass repping the Celtics. Yo, what you got on the game? And then my pride was telling me bet, and I don't.
I got 5. I got 10.
Yeah, and that's what we did.
I lost about 30 on that shit.
I lost probably I probably lost under 15.
No, that's still a loss.
A loss.
But
it hurts even more when your team that you love lost. So it was the money. It was the money and it was the money and it was the emotions that was tied into it.
And it was because y'all going for the first time in how long? A few years, right?
A long time. I don't even remember when we went to the 09.
09, right?
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
been a minute. Yeah. So yeah, nigga, everybody excited. The whole city lit. What was the atmosphere out there? Did you go to
Lit.
any of the games?
I went to the game. I went to game 2 with Kiss. I swear to God, mind you, I went to the whole.
I think I seen y'all.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
you
I
seen
seen
me.
you.
Right?
I follow you like a motherfucker. You be stunning like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Pure motivation, bro. But I
Yeah.
see y'all have flow seats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah.
But they gave me floor seats the whole playoffs.
Oh, wow.
So like I had playoff
They
seats.
gave it to you, or you
Oh,
had
yeah.
to buy it?
No, yeah, they gave it.
Complimentary. Look, man,
Yeah.
are you a motherfucking undercover Celtic or
I want to
something?
put their business out there. Yeah.
Do you got a deal like Drake got with the Toronto Raptors with the Celtics?
Yo, that's my biggest dream in life, bro. Like, I honestly, one of the biggest validation points and just like success points in my career was the Celtics fucking with me. Like, I love the organization, but I'm really like from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm really from there, so I know the people that's working there. I know the people that's sweeping up the building. I know the people that's serving drinks. I know the actual
from the city, yeah.
blue collar Boston, Massachusetts. That's my people.
Right.
Like, so it's different when I go in there. I'm sitting courtside, but I fuck with the people. Like, they know, you know what I'm saying? The staff really knows me. Like, yeah, the real people born and bred from this shit, they really know me. So it's just a blessing, bro. But
So the city was on fucking fire.
on fire. We walked in there. We
Was
walked through the
they
back.
say it's
We walked
some-
through the back.
Was the building trembling? Because
Trembling,
the
going
shit is,
crazy.
Like, shaking
No.
like an earthquake.
It was crazy. We walked in, right? And mind you, like I was saying, I went to game 7 with Giannis. I went to game 6 with Miami. I went to all of that. So I seen big moments, right? But we came in with the finals, and you walk through the back, and they had the ice sculptures. That's the first shit you see. The finals, the ice sculptures, which I don't think I've seen like an ice. I don't know. It was just ill to me. I seen the ice sculptures. We take about 10 steps, and you just start seeing mass celebrities. No, I seen the commissioner of the NBA just walk by me. Yeah, bow, like we ice sculptures, commissioner of the NBA, Mark Jackson, what's up, kid? Woo, everybody going crazy. And I'm talking about we 20 steps into the building. When we walk in, by the time I walk in, Paul Pierce my favorite basketball player ever. By the time I walk in, we actually get into like the arena shit. Piercing that motherfucker with a big cup of liquor and just his eye on his IG type shit, and he bring me and Kiss in like, yo, come on, take a flick with me. Like, so this shit's so crazy. We sit down and the building's rocking like OD. All you see is celebrities just.
Yeah, you don't even see like regular people. It's all top
like,
notch, big bag. The bag is in the building.
It was turned, like it was so turned. The energy, we just rode that energy, and I felt it. I said it's gonna be a blowout tonight, and that was the only game we won. And me and Kiss always say, if they let us back in that bitch, we would have won some of them shits off the energy, man. For real.
Hey, man, that's good to hear, man. Salute to the Boston Celtics for even making it to the finals, though.
For sure. That's what I seen.
Hard. They had a great ass
Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seen Jaylen Brown after, and I'm like, bro, man.
You talked to him? You had a one-on-one? Like, bro, what
nah,
the fuck?
just real quick, nah, because I don't got the what the fuck, because to me, I'm like, yo, you went to the chip. Like, you went to the chip, you balled out OD. He was dropping 40. He was doing crazy shit in there. Like, so they did their thing, man. But salute to the Warriors, too.
Shit. Them niggas couldn't fuck with them Dubs, though. As much as they did, boy, that goddamn Steph, and that goddamn Clay, that goddamn nigga Gary Payton, the second or third, whatever, you know what it calls himself, Junior, the third, the second, nigga that Poe, goddamn, what, nigga, whatchamacallit, man, there's so many goddamn.
Yeah, your sports commentary is the illest.
Hey, my shit is bullshit, bro. I could never ever take Stephen A. Smith ever in life. I don't know. Wiggins was wildin'. Wiggins was wigging.
Yeah.
Wiggins was wigging, baby. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
You know what I mean? Yo, my team was lit, bro. Even the bench came out there. They was like trying to score points when it was like niggas had a skunk going. The bench out there trying to score they quick 5 points. Niggas is like shooting from the half court like fuck it. I'm trying like pass the ball, nigga. Yeah, everybody's trying to get their shine on, but that was a motherfucking playoffs that it could have went to finals that could have went to anybody though.
Facts.
Especially with the Celtics up 2 from the beginning. We thought it was a wrap. Like, we come from sweep. Who we just swept before that? The Suns, right?
Yeah,
we
somebody
sweep
like
the
that.
Suns. Swept the motherfuckers. And then we come to y'all and lose 2. We're like, It's like, nigga, y'all just sweet thinking we about to come with the broomstick with y'all niggas. Everybody was in the tabloids like, Boston gonna get swept. First 2 games, we out of here. Niggas with the sad face. Like, you know what I mean? We was out there. But look, at the same time, game 6. It went to game 7, right?
No.
Then went to game 6.
Yeah.
So game 5, they was out there, right?
Yeah.
And then game 6, they came back, right?
I believe, yeah.
To the Bay. So game 5, when they was performing out there, we were supposed to perform halftime in the Bay Area. But when they at the Chase Theater.
Oh, so y'all needed the
Chase
Celtics to
Arena.
win one more.
But we is booked already.
Ooh.
Yeah, we is booked already. It was a last minute, like they just needed somebody, you know. But if we were going to the game, we would have canceled everything. But we found out, okay, they playing in Boston, and we just gonna be, you know, performing for basically the audience that's there watching the game at the arena.
The game
so
different. The game hit different.
Yeah, the game hit way different. Like, I mean, just yeah, we booked.
Facts.
We was booked for a lot of fucking money too. They was like coming like half of that, so it didn't make sense money wise or nothing. But we were supposed to perform halftime when they was in Boston.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that was a good ass playoffs, man. Let's get to you though, man. You've been out here making runs, man. I've been seeing you just destroying freestyles back to back, bro. You just been destroying shit. Cosmic Kev, the LA Leakers, nigga, everybody. You just been going ape shit for years though. This ain't no new shit.
Yeah,
This ain't it ain't just started, nigga. This shit been for years when you been cooking niggas, bro.
Yeah, you seen me from real young, like.
Oh yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I always remember because it's so crazy because I got my day-to-day manager in the room, C's, and I had went to LA with him before he did a 5-year bid, and we went to your crib.
That's when he fell asleep.
Yeah.
That nigga to sleep,
That's when he
all
fell
that weed.
asleep. Exactly.
He fell asleep
you
on
know
the
what it
couch.
was? We ate Roscoe's chicken and waffles.
That too.
And so we came to your crib off the Roscoe's chicken and waffles, and then we ate, and then we drunk 2 Heinekens, and then he was probably smoking mad weed, and it was over. But but it's so crazy because that's how long we've been grinding. You know what I mean?
Yo, straight up. You know, shout out to Cuzzo Fly. Shout out to Mac Mean. You know what I mean? My brothers.
Sure, my brothers.
You know, yeah, they speak highly of you, but I met you through Cuzzo Fly. Fly met you through Mac Mean. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mac Mean real tapped in. You know, with the Yay area. Was you ever able to go out there and fuck with it?
Nah, I still never been to the Bay.
Oh, for real?
Never.
God damn. So when we did I'm on that, when they shot your part, you was in the city.
We was in Atlanta.
All right, with Blue.
Yeah.
Y'all shot that together.
We was in the projects in Atlanta.
Oh shit.
Yeah, in the fucking trenches.
Shameless plug, man. Go get that We Own That. You know what I mean? Remix. You know, Cuzzo Fly featuring Millyz, Yuck My Mouth, fucking Blue Da Vinci.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Dope shit, man. So okay, so this like around 2014, 2013, you know what I mean? This is like when you really, me going back to your story, this is like when you really damn near in New York at this time, right?
Yeah.
This is when you like really locking in with your bars and shit. Like at the beginning you was out there trapping and shit. You was playing with the rhymes, but you was like, this ain't really paying my bills, so I'm trapping in the city, which was Cambridge, right?
Well, that was my whole life.
Cambridge.
Yeah.
Cambridge.
Yeah, that was my whole life. I even moved to New York and was just fucking with it on the, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to get some butt off, shit like that. I still wasn't all the way there, but then New York like just molded me into that, you know what I mean? Chase this rap shit 100%.
New York, I always went out to New York at the beginning of my albums when I was recording that Rap A Lot. I go there for like a weekend, a week or something,
right?
Just to get the energy because it was a lot of
different
doo-wop
energy.
Mixtapes, a lot of Bounce Squad mixtapes, a lot of Clue mixtapes and shit out there that you didn't hear on the radio, like exclusive shit you didn't hear on nobody's album. Like you hearing the motherfucking MOP just going crazy. You in fucking Mobb Deep, all these songs you ain't never heard on their albums on these mixtapes. So I was fiending for those mixtapes and it sharpened my skills. It's like still sharpen steel. It's like, you know, it's competitive, and hip hop is a competitive thing. So I'm like, I gotta rap better than these niggas are just as good.
Facts.
So it's challenging me.
Yeah.
I'm up for the
I ain't gonna lie,
challenge, and
that's
that's what made me better.
That's what happened with my shit, because once I realized, oh, people are having a reaction off of me doing freestyles, I said it's only natural to freestyle more. And then by the time I started getting in that freestyle bag, I realized, yo, I'm in fucking New York, dog. Like, I'm in New York. Like, this is really the home of, like, the most heavy bar spitters. Not to take nothing from nowhere else, you know what I'm saying? But that's where it's like, they really, like, other spots, they might fuck with you for your bop and shit, or like, there's real lyricists.
That's the home of the punchline.
But like in New York, there's people, they don't even care about the beat. They want you to just rap, bro. You know what I mean?
They want to hear them bars and them punchlines.
Yeah, shout out to New York, though, man. I love New York.
Them subliminals, you know what I mean? Them cadences, they want to hear the whole shit, man, period. So I always felt like New York is like going to hip-hop college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you leave that motherfucker, put your album out and graduate. You know what I mean?
My biggest show, like, to this day, was opening up for, not biggest in terms of like my audience and shit. I rock bigger crowds, but my biggest, most influential show, I feel like, was the PlayStation Theater in Times Square with Dave East, and it was sold out. It was like 2,200 to 2,500, something like that. But a lot of them didn't know me, and I came out that bitch, and I was just in my bag that night. I came out, I slipped up on my first song, and then after that, it just put me in my bag. I had a good coat on, a good fit, and I went into rapping a cappella, which I did every night, like, on the tour. But this is New York. I'm like, nah, my shit gonna be crystal clear tonight. They're gonna feel me tonight. I don't know. I was just in my bag. I'm in the back smoking cigarettes, getting wrecked. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on my shit. And I came out that bitch, and I rapped so fucking precisely, surgical. And I made the whole 2,500 people in there, or whatever it was, I made the whole 22 to 2,500 people in there silent and just focus on my raps. Like, it's not one side conversation in the whole building.
All attention,
which is, to me, the ultimate respect, because I rock shows where I'll do my acapella and there'll be some stupid motherfuckers in the crowd talking to each other, like, you know what I mean, whatever, because I'm the opening act and shit. People in their phones know I had undivided attention. That was one of my best shows, and people still come up to me in New York and be like, yo, you fucking killed that show. You made me a believer. So that was me just rising, like how you was talking about rising to the occasion in New York. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, man. If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, man. They
Word.
got the toughest fucking crowd. You know what I mean? To deal with the toughest people. You know what I mean? Because they feel like they made it. They feel like they the best at it.
Yeah, they feel like we're the most valid place in America,
nigga,
bro.
Yo, nigga, if you can't, yo, you whack juice, B word, man, son. If you ain't from the Bronx, B. If you ain't from Queens, B. You ain't from Harlem, son. I don't know, yo, son, yo. That's whack. I can't get down with that, B word. Yo, let me hear some motherfucking Nas or something, B word, man. Get that shit out of here, B. So they be like funking with you. Like, they'll funk with you over their artists and shit. They hella cocky. So when you could get their respect, it's the ultimate in hip hop, bro. Ultimate. Like, you felt like you went platinum or something if you get respect in New York. For real.
And that shit even like that shit's still so embedded in them out there, because like right now, for instance, like all my youngins like from around my way, they love all that drill music and shit now. But them same drill artists they listen to be listening to my shit, because those are New York kids, right?
Right.
So, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm an older rapper compared to these is like 17-year-old kids and shit, 16-year-old kids, but they're listening to my shit because they still from New York and they still like that lyrical shit. So I feel like that should have never died out there.
My thing is, how you feel about that? Do you feel that New York lost its flavor, like is lyricism, because it's a lot of drill music going on, a lot of harmonizing going on? You know what I mean? It's not like it was in the 90s and the early 2000s.
No, I feel like that's just the new flavor. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like that's just the new flavor. But I feel like all of them kids could still put together bars better than, you know what I mean? Most people around the country type shit when they get on it. I feel like they still got that skill set. They just choose to maybe they don't got the skill set like a D Block or like, you know what I mean, G Unit and shit, but I feel like for the most part they still come up under that lineage
There's some dope people out there doing the drill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like them kids could get their shit off every now and then.
Foreign. You know what I mean? You got some dope people out there that's really doing that shit. That's popping. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. You know what I mean? You got some dope ass people out there with the drill. Shout out
Fabio could really rap.
Yeah, he could really rap.
Yeah.
Period. So there's some dope niggas out there doing it. I'm just saying as a whole, bro. Like I come from.
As a whole, I ain't gonna front. I'm from Massachusetts, so I don't even want to judge that shit as a whole.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you from outside looking in, man. I'm gonna tell you how shit was, how much politics it was in New York as a West Coast artist, my nigga. It's like it's like, have y'all ever seen that goddamn Pace Bacani commercial? And the nigga say, "Where you from?" Say New York City. Get the rope. Because it's a Texas thing, you know what I mean? So it's like you say you from anywhere but New York, they was shitting on Hammer. Even though Hammer sold 50 million, he sold the most albums any hip-hop artist had sold at that time. They were murdering Hammer. You know what I mean? Like shitting, like fuck him. He's not, because he didn't have the bars. He was just, pop type of hip-hop music. Murdering Hammer. When we went to Hot 97, Hot 97, we had our first interview with Funk Flex when Fire on the first came out. And we we did the Apollo too. So we did the Apollo, and then we had Flex in the morning. And Flex, we supposed to be on that motherfucker about 15, 20 minutes talking our shit. Flex, man, let us introduce ourselves, played the song, got us the fuck up out of here. Because it was that cocky New York shit, like, yeah, whatever, get the fuck up out of here. He didn't, like, we thought we made it. We thought we owned this motherfucker. Like, hey, man, what's your name? Where you from? Okay, cool. Play your shit. Name your song. Out of here, man.
Flex still do that too.
And he came late. He cut our, we was waiting for this nigga for like an hour or something. Like, yeah, he came hella late, cut our interview and shit. So we always felt like they was just cocky because they created hip hop and they was the best at it at the time, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
We gotta give them their props. They was the best at it at the time.
I was never one of them people that felt like only East Coast had lyricists. Like I always appreciated lyricists from down south, from the West Coast. That was all, because I used to think like, damn, like, everybody got their own different bops and shit.
That's what made me, man, a combination of everybody. Combination of down south.
Yeah, me too. Oh, God.
East Coast, Midwest, and West Coast. That made me who I am today. This combination. I'm a hybrid of everything.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Period. There's all the music I've been listening to, including the funk, the jazz, you know what I mean, the soul music, all that shit. I make hooks, you know what I mean? Also, I wrote the 5 on the hook. I just didn't sing it. All my hooks on my albums, I write them. That should be coming from, the jazz and the R&B and all that type of music that you listen to when you incorporate the shit. We a hybrid of all that earlier music, you know what I mean, straight up. But speaking of earlier music, man, we always ask artists that come to Smoke a Lot Radio, man, what was your first rap name and what was your first rhyme you ever wrote?
My first rap name was Millyz. And my first rap, I don't know.
You don't even know the name of it?
I know me and him had an album. It was called The Graveyard Shift.
That was the first time you ever rapped when you did an album with him?
Yeah.
Speak on that, bro, because you've been silent, bro. Speak on The Graveyard Shift. Is your first time rapping too, nigga?
Yeah, so The Graveyard Shift was like, it was an ill battle going on. It was like high school shit, so it was like we was battling like a whole bunch of them and shit.
Yeah, we was dissing on some dudes. Yeah. That's how we started rapping.
Oh, so y'all had to team up?
Yeah. So we was like, fuck it. We're gonna do an album and shit, some graveyard. We're gonna call it Graveyard Shift. Cause we was graveyard shifting,
doing the album,
trapping, yeah,
doing the album, like after school, late night, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we was trapping.
Trapping.
Yeah, we was trapping on a late night. That's what we was. Our whole shit, we only rapped about selling 2 for 30s and 3 for 50s and smoking Newport shorts and drinking half pints of Hennessy and selling more crack. That's all. We just rapped about low level crack dealing for a whole album.
And won.
Yeah.
And woke the city up.
Oh, God.
Woke the high school up, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, so that's how y'all started. What year was this?
04, something like that.
So y'all grew up together, y'all two?
Yeah.
Same hood?
Yeah, hell yeah. I knew him since I was 6 years old, I think.
Sandbox homies.
See, that's real
we got pictures together when we like 11, 10.
Come on, man. That's mob.
I remember I went to his crib when I was young and he had my mom's bring me to sleep over at his crib and he had the basketball hoop You know the
the
shit with the ball
backyard.
roll down? No, the shit with the ball
the
roll
shit,
down
yeah,
and the
the
shit.
road in his house.
I was like, oh, now he's balling.
He's balling. Like, yo, man, I used to think a nigga that had a Atari or a ColecoVision in the projects was balling.
Yeah.
that was
Nigga had
smart,
all
boy,
the
bro.
G.I. Joes. He balling.
Nah.
Nigga ain't got no G.I. Joes. Nigga, I'm broke as shit, nigga. Got motherfucking.
It wasn't no crazy. It was some small shit. But, you know.
Man, listen, man. So y'all came up, y'all grind together and everything. So you seen the start of him, he seen the start of you, man.
Sure.
So okay, y'all make that group. Y'all make the motherfucking rap album. Y'all out there hustling like a motherfucker, right? What make y'all finally take hip hop serious? Like, fuck the hustling shit. We gonna really start making albums, make a record label. You know what I mean? Like, when was that decision?
I kept going. All my people just kept going to jail and shit. You know what I mean, including bro. And I just was out here trying to make it happen, trying to figure it out. And then finally, I think when C's came home in around 2016, I did the BT Cypher. It just started to turn up for me a little bit. And then it took until like I think bro got back focused on rap probably around like 2019, 2020, and started going crazy again.
I think it was after the Blanco thing was full.
Yeah.
I had a joint on Blanco full.
Yeah, he
Went
jumped on the
bananas
album
on
for
that
old
bitch.
times, and all the
Yeah,
fans
I
sing
was
that
like-
shit to this day. You know what I mean?
That's when the serious moments just started to open up in my head. I was like, go.
That's what I'm saying. Hip hop is a vibe, man. You never want to force it. It's a spiritual thing to me.
Spiritual.
It's
Oh
a
God.
very spiritual
I was thinking about that. You ever heard this shit with Nipsey Hussle talking about why music is spiritual?
Nah,
And
man.
he's-
Refresh
he-
my mind.
I'd have to find the exact clip, but he's basically saying like, what's more spiritual than music is like you create this thing and you like put it into the world. It's like you direct, like when you hear the beat, you're hearing words and shit like that. It's like, that's I forget how he exactly said it, but it's real shit. It's definitely a spiritual transference.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. I was just a regular rhyming nigga. I hate keep on going into stories, but I was a little regular rhyming nigga. You know what I mean? Just know how to rhyme words. Anybody know how to rhyme words, nursery rhymes and shit. And once I prayed, I fucking got locked down for a year. I was grinding like y'all, hustling like a motherfucker, in and out of jail. Finally, they kept me for a year. And during that year, I prayed, you know what I mean? I asked God, I don't want to be in and out of jail doing this stupid shit no more. Give me a way up out. And I promise on my mom and my dad, I start getting that inner voice. That, you know what I mean? It's the inner voice. All you got to do is say it or write it down. It's the inner voice. It's called the vibe. You know what I mean? Soon. I didn't even have no music. I'm in there just off of just beating on my chest and beating on desk, but it was in my mind before I even beat it on my desk or beat it on my chest. The words, the lyrics, everything, it just started coming. It was a vibe. It just hit me. I wake up out of my dreams with it, with words, hooks, everything. It just kept coming, and it still come. But it didn't happen until I prayed. I swear to God, I didn't have that talent. I didn't have that gift. You know what I mean? And it's a gift. I think it's a gift from God because it's spiritual. You know what I mean? I swear, I didn't have that inner voice, that's talking to you and on, you know what I mean, on some musical shit. And all you gotta do is just talk it up or write it down and say it. I ain't had that until I prayed. So I know it's spiritual.
Facts.
From me just living it, And I think also, the spiritual people always win with it. The people that really believe in the master of the universe. No matter what type of religion you got, it's all, branches to the same tree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just different forms and different tribes,
Yeah.
Different areas of the globe, how they praise
God,
God.
man. God is God.
Right. So boom. As long as you're connected to the tree of life, man, I think he blesses everybody. That's why everybody get a turn, man. Everybody that's really blessed with the gift, you notice how they just get the win. Like, even if you ain't, like, look at Tech 9. He's winning. Forbes list winning. You know what I mean? Forbes list. Like, they gon', you know what I mean? No matter if they try to put you on the top of the, you know what I mean, the Jay-Z's or whatever, he's still in a pocket to where he could make millions of fucking dollars in this shit and win. You know what I mean? God's children gonna always win in this shit. I hate to go on a soliloquy about that, but yeah, continue to.
Nah, it's real shit.
You know what I mean?
Yo, bro. It sound crazy, but I be wanting to put my albums as like rap/gospel albums because I rap about God all the time. I'm just doing it in a different way.
Right.
I'm not saying praise Jesus and shit like
Right,
that.
right.
But I'm rapping
Thankful.
about, a lot of my shit is music about God. You know what I mean? But
Right.
the fuck, why can't I get a gospel Grammy?
Right, motherfucker.
The fuck
not
going
like that.
on?
Forgive me, God. Lord Jesus.
Lord
Forgive me.
Jesus.
I can't swear in the house of the Lord. But yeah, man, give my man a gospel Grammy, man. Because even
I ain't gonna
X,
front you. Even that, right? Like I never came up and like sort of. I don't know. Like, was you going to church and shit like that? You go to
yeah,
church
I was
now?
going to church like a motherfucker. I was raised in church,
Yeah.
man. I used
See,
to
I
play
don't-
the drums and the bongos
And
and shit.
I came up going to some churches too, but I don't want to offend nobody. But when I would walk around and like, you know how you walking around the neighborhood and you walk by a church when you young and a kid would be like, no, don't swear in front of the church, or
Right.
don't smoke your cigarette in front of the church. And I used to be like, bro, so you telling me we could do all this shit past? Is the church God or is God God?
God,
You know what I
right.
mean? And
No disrespect.
yeah, no disrespect. Yeah.
No disrespect, man. We just did a we did a secret session in Houston, man. That shit is illegal to smoke out there, man. They rented out a church. We smoked out the church. We
Yeah,
had to
high in the
perform
name
with
of
a
God.
cross in back of us, man. We performed at the pit, at the pool pit where the pastors at. They still
y'all was
had
getting
the
closer.
little,
I got
Y'all was
five.
getting close.
yes,
Trying to get
with the pulpit and the DJ in the back, man, with the cross, and it's a fucking cannabis event. Everybody burning it fucking down. So, yeah, man.
That's pretty ill.
They rented it to them, like for a cannabis event. But I think it was like a shutdown church. I don't think
I
it's
mean,
like
they getting
still
high,
active.
too.
Yeah, I
Ain't
don't
nothing
think it's
wrong
still
with it.
active. But yeah, that was crazy though. But speaking of that, man, speaking of this hip hop, bro, you did a lot of dope features with a lot of people, man. You got a lot of co-signs for a lot of dope people, man. One of those people end up being your manager, man, Jada Kiss, man. How did you link up with Jada, bro?
Man, I did a feature through a mutual acquaintance, and then I just kept following up with them. Like, you know, the song was out there, but I just kept like popping up wherever he'd be at, just trying to strengthen the bond, strengthen the relationship. And Kiss did some real shit for me before, you know what I mean? Like, I remember going to like Club Starlets and like different shits when his name would be on the flyer, and I'd jump in, I'd be by myself, and he'd be in the VIP or whatever, and you know, like he'd see me in the crowd and be like, yo, let my man through, like shit like that. Like, he'd show love when I was young. That shit made me feel good. And he's just like a real one, you know what I mean? So I just started being around him and his man at the time, Ice Pick J, who was A&R and like a lot of shit for, you know, Rough Riders and Swiss Beats and Kiss. He told Kiss, you should put Millyz down, bro, because Millyz really one of them ones. And just went like that.
Yo, man, shout out to the Locks, man. You know, Kiss and them is real motherfuckers, man. They killed that goddamn verses.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the most epic
Was you
moments.
there?
Bro, I got pulled over on the way to Versus.
No.
I'm driving and I'm speeding. I'm trying to get there.
Because it's starting. It's about to start.
Yeah, I'm a little late. They told me to get there at a certain time.
Right.
And I'm driving and I get pulled over and I'm sitting there for, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes.
Whoa.
It felt like at least.
Whoa.
Running on my shit, bow, give me a ticket. Boom, I'm out again. Slide, I get there and I just got there like a little too late.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? But I ended up going back to the house and watching it on TV.
Oh, and seeing what that boy Jada did.
Yeah, and I was so proud. I was so excited. Like, I almost shed a tear of joy because a lot of the whole world thought Dipset was about to slaughter.
I was one of them. I ain't gonna lie. I said Dipset got too many hits.
That's what everybody was saying.
But look,
I knew it was over though.
It
Honestly, when I
depends.
talked to, I talked
hits and performing is two different things.
That, but also I talked to Sheik, I think 2 days before the Verses, and he was so confident, and he was like, "We're gonna destroy them," and I'm like, he's dead ass, and I'm like, but yo, they got hit, and he said, yeah, but they got 3 different DJs when they tour. We got one DJ.
Yeah, it's a rap.
But I love. Don't get it
Each
twisted.
artist
Like
that
everybody know, Jim Jones one of my big influences. I love Dipset.
Shout out
So I'm
Jim.
just
Shout
saying.
out Jim
I'm
the
just
homie.
saying in terms of this one particular game. You know what I'm saying?
So
but,
each of them, Jim had his own DJ. Joel's
well, they
had
might
his own
not
DJ,
have that night, but either way,
and
that's
Cam
they
had
might
his
not
own
have that
DJ.
night. Feel what I'm saying? But they do on tour.
Right.
Whereas like when the Locks go out, they rock with High Tech, who's a technician, who's
Right.
one of the illest DJs ever.
He proved it that night.
Yeah. So
I don't think they even had to tell
yeah,
him what to play. He knew what the fuck to play.
Nah, and then he's
They
just
had
going
to
into
say a
bags.
word.
Like the second they started saying you ain't got no girl records,
Nigga,
he came with an
the-
onslaught.
Oh my.
With an
Lord.
onslaught of girl records,
The shit
9 girl records
Was it
back to
the
back.
Mariah Carey joint, like some ill joint, like
Yeah, and I knew it was a shift
I
because
think it was a Mariah Carey joint, right?
nah, they came with Mariah Carey joints, multiple. They came with
multiple
J-Lo
joints.
joints.
The J-Lo.
They came with I Need a Ride or Die, bitch.
Oh yeah, they
Shit
came
with
all
Eve.
types
Definitely
of
came
shit
with some
the
Bro.
chicks. Oh yeah,
Real
they
hits,
fucked
yeah.
it when it
They
came
went,
to
they
the
went,
chicks.
they went crazy. Mary J. Blige shit.
Mary J, the
yeah,
Mary
this
J
is a
joint.
family affair. The family is here.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
put your hands in the air. They went too crazy.
They
So
went fucking bananas when it
and then
came
like
to girls.
I seen the turning point
And
too.
Knock
when,
Yourself Out, Jadakiss,
Knock Yourself Out. Yeah, they
Come
went to
on,
all of
man.
those. They went to like 9
busted
of those.
their
It was
ass.
an onslaught. And
Back to back to back to back on some Drake shit.
yeah, that shows you what a
On
DJ
some
would do
Drake
too.
shit. You know, shout out the bros in the building, man. You came in with the squad, man. Shout out the whole team. You know what I mean?
Shout out Jigs TB, one of the illest rappers coming. I got like he's another one that, you know what I mean. He's sitting on a bigger song than I've ever sat on. You know what I mean? Like I know it.
I done did that before.
Yeah.
5 on it. We made it in 93. We didn't release it till 95. You know,
Well,
when
that's
you
kind of
got
like
one.
him over here. I
You
feel like
know
he
when
made
you
it in
got one.
'93.
You got one. You got him in the vote
Yeah.
until it's time
Oh, so you knew that shit was a smash?
for the city. We
Yeah.
didn't know it was a smash worldwide. We knew we had one to go on the radio.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got Drew Down, Pimp of the Year banging on the radio. We need one of those. So our first couple songs, we made 5 on it, literally off the rip, and they put that to the side.
That's
You know what I
tough.
mean? Then we went back to just working on Drew Down's second album, and then the record label started coming, you know, searching. You know what I mean? And they signed us and Drew off of Drew Down's album, you know, as far as the Ice Cream Man and Pimp of the Year and whatnot. And they said, "What we got?" You know what I mean? And they were interested in signing us. They didn't sign us. They were interested in signing us. Drew already showed and proved with Pimp of the Year, but we, you know, they wanted to sign us too. What you got? We played 5 on it. We already had that from the rip. They like, oh, they got their single, man. And finish up the album and ink this shit. So it was easy, man. So yeah, we tucked one. So if you tuck that boy, you know you got one. Keep that tucked until that deal come. And when that deal come, you know what I mean, you got your hit. Because that's what they gonna want. They gonna want that hit. It's all about hits right now. It ain't even about making albums. It's all about singles right now. It's a single-driven game. Period. You got that already, you know, you ready to go, Turbo. Period. The rest is history.
Facts.
You know? But yeah, we tucked 5 on it for 2 years before we dropped it. How long you been sitting on your shit?
I don't know. It's been like it ain't been a year yet.
I feel like 7 years. Probably like 8 months or something like that.
So this coming out on your label, or you got your own record label? What we doing?
We trying to figure out. We trying to figure out what it's gonna do. But yeah, I'm gonna be a part of it. You know what I mean? But I'm also trying to get him a bigger situation because I also know that the song is
Bananas.
so crazy that I need a little more firepower. You know what I mean? It's like the NBA, how they build them star player teams now. You know what I mean? That's. I know he could come over here, you know, we could win some regular season games, but I want to go to the playoffs in his rookie year. Pow. Not really a rookie, though, because he been dropping music, you know what I mean? But just, like, he stopped for, like, a few years, but now it's that thing. So I just wanted to be the best situation, but we got a few people interested, you know what I mean?
Hey, that's dope.
But we don't really need nobody.
I mean, at the end
There's
of
a
the day,
few people interested.
I'ma tell you
but let me
this-
just preface that, like,
Okay,
because if it go too long, I put my own bag on it and it'll just go because we're gonna make it go. Because now we in the age where, like, I don't know, you know, like a major.
You don't
they
need a record
what they
label,
got
bro.
for all of that. Maybe we'll need that after that shit crosses, you know, 3, 4, 5 million or something.
My thing is this, bro. If you got something big, you need a motherfucking muscle and machine behind it. And that's when the record label come in to put them dollars to make it not just be local, but go worldwide. That's when the record label come through.
Sometimes they come later though, like, you know what I'm saying? We might do the distro deal after we got it, and then
that's how they did with Juvenile. When Juvenile had the they came late. They came late. That album was damn near a year old before they signed them, and they re-put that same album out. So yeah, sometimes they come late, But hey man, grind, bro. Period. If y'all got one, man, that's the setup, man. Everything else is easy, man. Period.
For sure.
What's the name of the record label?
It's gonna be Sped Life Records.
Sped Life?
Yeah, we big Sped Life, y'all. You know what I mean? We sped kids from special ed.
What's the definition of sped? What that means?
It's special education. That's what it stood for when I was coming up, and it was like derogatory. You a sped, like that was the worst shit you could say to somebody.
They used to say that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like you on a sped bus. Because we used to ride on the little short buses. Because we was bug outs. So we went to like bad schools and shit like that. Schools with only like 25 kids. We was in there for behavior disorders and shit. But you be in there with some real special kids too.
Yo, my son got autism, man.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it was like always like disrespectful term. But then I came up and realized, there's so many people that's really big Sped Life. You know what I mean? Because Sped Life just mean you got something just off with you from the normal world.
Nah, you gifted, bro.
That's what I take it as. You gifted. So Sped Life is like Gifted Life Records. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
But it's just also I wanted to take that word out of people's control. You don't control that sped word no more.
Just like we control nigga.
Facts.
You don't control the word nigga no more.
Facts. You don't control what a sped. You don't control what a sped is, because we taking that, we putting that shit in diamonds and goddamn, showing people that there's real
so why you didn't
successful.
Call it special ed?
That shit was, but that wasn't the derogatory term. You know what I mean? The derogatory term was you're a sped.
That's what they said out there with you?
Yeah, so I just took that as yes.
They called niggas retarded where I was from. Like, you retarded.
They say that too, but
you mentally disturbed.
They say that too, but like I feel like sped was a more like technical term for that.
But that's more of a wave. How you making it sped life. Like, people that got, that need special attention, nobody even shout them out. Nobody even realize that, some of the people that's making, all the comics for Marvel, all the cartoons and shit, and all the technology and shit.
I done bumped into so many different right. Well, Albert Einstein had bad ADHD.
Right.
Like he couldn't stay in class.
Chris Brown, ADHD. Look at him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean? So
I get it,
life,
bro.
Man.
My son got autism. That boy gifted. That boy, we selling his merch right now. He
What's
got his
the color?
own website.
It got like a color
everything.
for it, like the blue color, right? Yeah, the puzzle piece and all of that.
The puzzle pieces.
Yeah, I'm knowing. Wow.
So yeah, man. So that's dope, man. I ain't never heard an artist stand up for that.
Yeah, so that's what we do. Sped Life Records. I'm just big Sped Life. Like people.
I'm gonna sign my son to that.
Yeah, for sure. It's good.
So Sped Life, mate. So. Man, let's clear up the rumors, man, because it's a lot of it's a lot of heat coming from the side of the couch of, people from the outside looking in on Boston, man. People look at it as like it's ball players that said, yo, when you go to Boston, they racist as fuck. You know what I mean? LeBron just did a recent interview on The Shop. His little thing was like, yo, the Celtics, Boston, yo, you're racist as fuck. What do you have to say about that, being a dude that lived in Boston, that see the diversity, that see the multicultural that's out there? What do you say to people who think that Boston is about that? Only about that?
It's so complex because it's like, first of all, like the answer to the question is yes. It's racist as fuck. That's like the answer, but it's so complex too at the same time, because it's like I feel like people don't understand that there's whole black neighborhoods and parts of the city. There's so much culture there too. So when you talk about this, yes, the worst people from Mass have that representation at the top where they've been racist over the years. Obviously, we all know the history from busing and all of that shit. But so. It still continues, but now, how we were talking about Mass versus Boston earlier?
Right.
I feel it's more like Mass, there's whole white towns in Mass where they never meet a black person.
Right.
So it's like I feel they the ones that keep the racism booming, and they'll come to probably Red Sox games and Celtics games, and that it's still a active representation of Boston. Now, have I ever seen racism in a sports game? No, not me. But I've seen people who I might have let it slip, but they wouldn't. Well, I don't know. Like I don't put it past them.
Right.
But I've never seen that at a game. Me personally. I know it happens though. I know it happens, but it's just it's never happened in front of me, because that's the day that I'm gonna have to get lifted about that.
I seen one of your interviews though when you said like sometime that they'll cruise by you and the homies and say nigga lover.
Oh yeah, like when I so that was like a area East Cambridge. It was like tough Irish, Portuguese, white kids type shit over there. And yeah, they were always it's different though, because you got the poverty. So there's like
there's pockets, there's certain pockets.
So there's this systematic racism, which is like the fact that I don't think there's no black club owners or restaurant owners in like the main parts of Boston, like Back Bay and the theater. There's like the systematic shit, and the police force. There's all Irish ran from, you know what I mean? Shit like that. So but then there's also just like, the poor white people.
My wife is Irish.
Yeah,
I have nothing to do.
That's what I'm saying. So there's like the projects, right? So like there's
and black.
Yeah. So there's like the projects in like Charlestown and shit where historically it'd be all white boys. Now, was they racist? Yeah, for sure. But
everybody had a racist pocket.
They was a racist against white people who wasn't on their type
Jewish,
of time. They was
Jewish guys.
So all of that.
I mean? So,
they mad, they poor, but it's different. You know what I mean? Like there's just different types of racism out there.
I think it's just been so much racism in America, period, back in the day. As of right now, it's only certain pockets where you go, you know what I mean, to where you will really feel that type.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's so weird, because people will hear that from afar and be like,
back in the day, think if civil rights movement, when that was going down, we couldn't go nowhere. But now,
you been to Boston before?
Nah, never. Ever in life, man. That's why I'm asking. In Boston that's once? Why I'm asking you this question, my brother. I got kicked off the Biggie Smalls tour before we made it to Boston. We got kicked off in Arizona, so we had a long way before we got to the East Coast.
Yeah, like if you went out there, like I think you fuck with it.
Nah, Zeno told me the same thing.
It's hard to say, like, cause I can't say it's not. I can't say it's not racist, but that I feel like everywhere is racist too.
Everywhere has pockets of racism.
Like I be seeing people from the South, bro. I be seeing people from
out here in LA. Like you go certain pockets and they like, they don't want no blacks over there.
Right. So, but like to that point,
areas,
I be seeing people from the South, and they when they would talk bad about the Patriots or like the Celtics, and they'd be like, "Oh, this is the KKK franchise," but you're literally in these red states where like the KKK is literally there. See what I'm saying? Like, so you'll see people from the South saying how racist Boston is. Like, come on, bro, stop. Like, you can't throw rocks, bro. You can't throw rocks if you live in a glass house.
The kennel, what is it called? The kettle.
Calling the kettle black
or whatever.
That sound racist too.
Oh man, wow! Why would I even have it anyway, man? This motherfucking Pinot Grigio creeping up on me. Our moment, my bag, everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to all of y'all, man. I got my Millyz in the building, Shaniqua in this motherfucker, man. Eat Milly in this bitch, man. And shout out to everybody.
Yeah, you got some good ass vision,
man. You know what I mean? Everybody that's tuning in from the Mass, man. Everybody that's tuning in from Cambridge. You feel me?
How you see that shit?
I got glasses.
You got good vision.
I got these glasses on too.
These are my far side.
I got these on too, but they ain't doing shit.
These prescription,
these sneaky sniper.
These my far-sighted prescription.
I don't see shit.
I can see a little couple people. But yeah, man, this shit is dope, man. Off the racism shit, I think that hip hop has brought all races together. You know what I mean? No matter as far as the youth, like, you know what I mean? And some people that's probably, however they was raised, or however their system is going or their program is going. I don't think that's going around all across the whole America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think that everybody agree with that, even their children. You know
I've been
what I
trying
mean?
to be like less judgmental too, just towards everything. Like even during like the whole Trump shit, I would think like every single person who fucked with Trump was wild racist.
That's what I thought.
And
Until
then I kind of met some people where I'm like, and all my black friends who was like Trump supporters, you know what I'm saying? Like
all
Mac
my
Mean
black,
and shit.
no,
like,
my co-host Simone
yeah.
Taylor.
So
Salute to
it's
my
like
co-host.
I seen that, and then I started seeing some of the white people I knew and be like, I don't think that dude's racist though. That's weird, but I feel like he fucked with Trump. And then I just be trying not to judge everybody now.
My thing is only God could judge us.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And we love everybody.
Yeah.
We just speaking on
I love everybody,
topics
for
and
sure.
situations. That don't mean that we feel any way towards
Word.
anybody. You know, we just speaking on the rumors or whatnot and letting you clear it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Letting people
but
know.
if you are some sort of racist that wake up and you feel me, like you got enough hate for somebody that you don't know, like, and you, that's not godly. That's what I can say. You know
My
what I
thing,
mean?
what
Get it out
I
your
think,
heart.
I think is
Yeah,
a
get that shit out your heart, man.
I think I don't like the hatred, but I understand the tribalism.
Tribalism.
I understand, you know, looking out for your culture.
Nah,
your
tribalism
peoples.
for sure. But there's difference being
understand
pro.
that.
I never took it offensive when somebody's super pro black.
Pro-white or pro-Mexican, pro-Jewish, whatever. You know, this you for your tribe, your people. So I never took that as
But it's,
disrespect.
if you anti somebody,
You know what I mean? I'm not anti nobody.
Yeah, I
you
ain't
know what I mean?
anti
Period.
nobody, for
That's
sure.
when it becomes a problem. When you think you better, you know, you think you guys chosen, and you think everybody is not and whatnot. It's like, come on, man. We all humans, man. Like if that's my thing. I don't see no color, man. I see positive and negative. You know what I mean? I see a positive vibe. You got positive vibe, good vibes, love in your spirit, man. I fuck with you. If you got negative vibes, hate in your spirit, I don't fuck with you no matter what race you are, no matter if you're a family member, a friend, you know what I mean, or a fucking person I'm with romantically. You know what I mean? If it ain't no love, I don't fuck with you, period. And that's what it's about. I don't care. I make money with all races. You know what I mean? Period. It's not a racist bone in my body, nigga. My wife is mixed with Irish. You know what I mean? My kids is mixed with Irish. My sister is married to a Mexican guy. My niece's nephew is Mexican and black and white.
You know, you the
You know
crazy
what I mean?
shit.
So-
We from Cambridge too, so it's like we really had the most diverse growing up experience.
Right.
Like,
I grew up with
if there's 10 people, you have a black person, a white person, a Spanish person, an Asian person, an Indian person,
Cambodian.
all of that.
Vietnamese,
Boy,
a Mexican, a Dominican, whatever. Like we was diverse in our hood too. So I couldn't be racist because I grew up with Mexicans. I grew up with white people. I grew up with Vietnamese, Cambodians. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Filipino people. You know what I mean? I grew up with everybody. So I could, you know, them were my homeboys. You know what I mean? I had white homeboys since I was little. I learned how to swim. You know, my white homeboy had all the money. Nigga, I go chill with him. You know what I mean? Go swimming and shit. With my white boy Tom. You know what I mean? His mom used to walk around asshole naked. I tell you that, though. We was like 8 years old. I seen his mom just had all types of just fur bush. You know what I mean? She was a blondie. I'm like, man, my dad don't come over here and get this bitch. You know what I mean? Like, this bitch walking around with, like, sequins, like, see-through gowns on with titties and ass and fur, all types of fur down there. I'm like, oh,
Fur Bush, got it.
Bush. This is the fucking 80s, man. It was Bush. Nigga, the Bush was out. It wasn't like all the shave shit that's going on now. But Tom, nigga, his mom's was ill, nigga. I couldn't wait to go to his house for dinner, nigga. Like, I just see his mom just scooting around. Yeah.
Shout out to Tom's mom.
Tom's mom was ill, B-word, man.
That's crazy.
I learned how to swim.
You
and
gotta
shit.
call this episode Tom's mom.
Tom's mom was ill, B-word. I was like, man, I know my dad gotta be fucking this bitch. I know something. She can't. He'll drop me off over there, man. So, hey, man, it is what it is. But shout out to Tom, man. Pops definitely was hitting that, man. Pops was pimping back there. That was right up his lane, man. He had a bitch that looked like her, so I could see it, man. But Yeah, man. Shit ill, man. Fuck racial division. Fuck all that shit, man. Love is love. We all humans, man. And we all represent the human race. Until one of you niggas start barking like a dog, man. You know what I mean? Start flying like a bird or something. We humans, man. Like, that's what we got to get to, man. Everybody be on the stupid shit, man. You know, but beyond that, bro, you on this motherfucking promo run, man. Are we on uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco? You on Blanco Cinco? What we doing, man? Number 5. You got 5 on it with the Blancos, nigga?
Sure.
That's how we doing it? You got 5 on the Blancos? That's how we doing it?
It's crazy.
What is number 5? I just seen a new single with you and Styles, yo. That motherfucker doing numbers, man.
Yeah.
That bitch doing numbers, man. Is that one of the singles off the album?
Yeah, I mean, we dropped that like a little late off the album, so we got multiple shits on there, definitely doing millions. And then that Styles joint, that was one of the requested songs off the album. Like, I like to see what's the people's favorite, and then I'll shoot a video to that. That was one of the favorites for sure.
That shit did like 400 in like 5 days.
Yeah.
Quick. You have a wave, you have a movement, my nigga, straight up. Other features, do you got Dave East on that thing too, don't you?
Yeah, Dave East, Jadakiss, Fabio Foreign, Mozzie. Yeah.
Hold on, man. Free the guy, man. Mozzie,
Mozzie,
man.
man. I love
Mozzie, man.
Mozzie.
Free the guy, man. Straight up, man.
Yeah.
Mozzie said you was the first artist to give him a chain, my nigga. Before, that's not, Yo Gotti that came afterwards.
Yeah.
You did a feature with Mozzie and you gifted him a chain, man. Explain that situation, my nigga. And free the guy, free Mozzie, my nigga.
Yeah, nah, free Mozzie, because, like, he just kept it so solid. I had been looking for Mozzie for probably 2-3 years to try to give him a bag to do a verse.
Right.
He's somebody I be having my names I would pay to, do a song or whatever. He was one of them. But, like, his camp kind of sent the message back, like, yo, tell him we fuck with bro. Like, ain't no money. And they really kept their word, and I pulled up, and he laid this song. He just treated everybody I was with real respectfully. We was like 1,900 deep.
1,900. Yeah, bro, you be hella deep at all times, bro. You deep right now.
Nah.
You deep right. This is light, but you deep. For the studio, you deep.
Type shit.
No Frank Ocean, man. You deep.
But but yeah, nah, he just kept it super solid, bro. You know what I mean? And I felt like that's the most I could do. The least I could do.
Right.
Not the most. That's the least I could do. You got me high in here.
Hey, man. So you got me kind of toasted off this shit, man. So, okay. So, are we working on 6? Or you just still doing the promo run for 5?
Hell yeah, I'm working on 6. I like that. I don't even like.
Man, hold up, swell up. Ain't no 6 unless the guy on it. I was supposed to be on 5 on it.
Bow.
I was supposed to be on 5 on it. I've been knowing this guy since 2014, man. When you go holler at the kid, boy, you know I gas shit, boy, for a living, man. Hey, shout out 38 Special, man. You know what I mean? They fuck with me, man, over there in Griselda and them. They fuck with me, though, man.
Yeah, nah,
you need to holler at the kid,
together.
boy. I just gas them niggas, boy. Niggas know what the boy do, man. Hey,
on
Ambachino album, nigga. Let
put it
niggas
together.
know what the boy go, boy.
Put it together. They
the
know
boy
that.
go, boy. I ain't no.
Yeah,
no
you ain't
rapper.
no slouch at all.
Rapper.
I know that.
I'm a bar rapper. I ain't no drill rapper. Shout out to my drill rapper. Y'all niggas lit. But I spit, my nigga. I don't get down like that, Jack. I'm gonna make a nigga. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Man, I need to be on that. I want in on that 6, boy.
Yeah.
Long story short.
Yeah.
I'm coming right after this nigga because I know he gonna gas some shit.
Yeah.
I know the motherfucking dealer is gonna deal the business. And I got, okay, boy, that's how you feel, nigga? Okay, then it's time to keep dealing.
Right.
Me? Yeah, I want in on that 6, though, man. This 5, how it's treating you, man. Like, I heard you say some shit like you just now really feeling like you getting to the point where you feeling like it's paying off. To where people really respect your game, respect your bars, respect your music, respect your wave, man. Why don't you speak on that, my nigga?
Yeah, just
my G, excuse me, I apologize.
It took a while, just
nigga, man, my bad.
But now we got national recognition, so I got some national recognition with Blanco 4. I just wanted to turn it up with Blanco 5. I knew that I had some eyes on me this time, so I wanted to deliver. Now I feel even more pressure to deliver though. So, but it's been doing good for me, man. We toured, you know what I mean? We've been touring, doing. I used to always just open up on other artists' dates. Now, every state. There's not a state in America that won't book me right now.
Yo, you lit, bro. You about to go overseas too, man, to the UK, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yo, and you got some shit coming up like next week or something, or this weekend or next weekend?
What's that?
Savannah,
Oh, yeah.
Georgia.
I got
Savannah.
Savannah on the 10th, yeah. I'll be forgetting.
Yeah, man. I forget my shows too. I got speaking of shows, man, shameless plug, man. We got the Oklahoma Cannabis Awards Music Festival going down this weekend in Oklahoma. If you're out there in OKC, pull up and fuck with it, man. We gonna be out there fucking with it, blowing. You know what I mean? Showing up and showing out, man. So y'all show up and blow out, man, with the smoke out. You dig? Straight up, shameless plug, man. But yeah, not to cut you off or whatnot. But you said something that you always knew, like you used the secret. You know what I mean? That you really focused on something and you made it happen. Like, I want you to explain that to these young kids out here. You know what I mean? Because I got children. I'd be like, yo, if you believe it, you can achieve it. If you focus, you know what I mean? It's going to be right in front of your face, my G. So explain your feelings on you manifesting your goals.
Yeah. I mean, so I always understood, like, basically when you go to chase after your goals, you gotta believe it. I always had that belief.
Right.
You know, sometimes it wavered, but for the most part, what I also understood was, like, God helps those who help themselves. So I also knew, like, you can't just manifest something. You can't just sit in your house and think I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna be successful. It's not gonna happen like that. But if you sit in your house and say, I'm going to be successful on the times that you're chilling, and then the other times you're working hard. If you work hard towards success and then keep telling yourself, I'm going to be successful, you'll be successful.
Right.
You know? But also, I knew I'd die for this shit, bro. Like, there wasn't, like, there's something, like how you say I'm rolling, I roll deep or whatever, but there was times if nobody's around, I'm going to that show by myself if I got to. You know what I mean? However it goes, I'm gonna make this move. I'm gonna go here, Dolo. I'm gonna do this. A lot of people will only move under comfortable situations. I'm not moving just under you know what I mean? I move through discomfort. So if you get it in your mind that this shit is achievable, you know, and know what you gotta go to get through there, you'll be all right.
Like, you said it though, man. Like, you can believe it, but if you don't grind, you don't shine, bro.
Facts.
Period. If you don't put no work to it, it ain't gonna go. Period. And that's what I be telling my kids. Like, bro, you could wish for it, but you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta work for that shit, bro. Period. You can't just say, hey, I'm gonna do this, do that, man. The prime example is Lil Wayne. Wayne kept saying, I'm the best rapper alive. I'm the best rapper alive.
Manifested
At that time, he wasn't, but nigga, about time them goddamn mixtapes came out. That goddamn dedication mixtapes came out. He proved he was, at the time, the best fucking rapper alive. You can manifest that shit for real. Straight up.
Facts.
Straight the fuck up. So what's next, bro? What we got coming next, my G? Because you out here on a goddamn tour, you know what I mean, promo run. You going from Savannah, Georgia to the UK, then back. You're touring, you're booked. You know what I mean? You're heavy dating it. You know what I mean? You got your squad, everybody. Like, well, what's next for you and the squad, man?
Just progression, man. Like, you know, I want other artists to come out and be successful too, and I'm gonna just keep dropping fire, pain, heartfelt, emotion-based music, man. As long as I'm going through this shit.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, man. When you said that bar, when you said the other dudes, you know, popular because of their skin, this is not that.
Yeah.
I felt that one, bro, because you was gassing that motherfucker, and it wasn't just because your skin color. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, far as I felt the music, I felt you gassing that shit. Do you think that, because it's a myth out there that all white rappers is gonna make it to the top because they're white and they just rap? Like, can you tell the real story to that situation?
Nah, I mean, I think you could go by the numbers. That's not factual. You know, but I think it's harder to be a white rapper coming up, but once you crack the surface and you break through, it's easier for you.
Facts.
You know, but it's supposed to be harder for a white rapper coming up because this is black music. This is black culture. So, you know, it's hip hop culture. So it's like, at the end of the day, I feel like you should have to rise to the top through that.
Shout out M.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's how you get the cream of the crop. Like, motherfucker can't front on Eminem at all.
Hell no.
You can't front on me if you know rap music.
No,
if you really know rap music, you can't front on me.
And you from the cloth. Like, you really talking about some real street politics shit.
Facts.
And you from it. So you can relate on different levels. You can relate to the white people who just fuck with you because you know you represent them, but you can relate to the streets and the hip hop culture that feel that type of street shit also, and bars and good music, man. So it's a combination, man. It's like the best of both worlds. You feel me? So I don't feel that way. I think white artists are like any other artist, you know what I mean? And you're gonna have a fan base just like any artist. You're gonna have a coach just like any artist, you know what I mean? I don't think it's a cheat code, you know what I mean? Because just as quick as a white artist could blow up like Eminem, is so many that haven't, you know what I mean? There's so many that tried and failed. You know,
that's
I'm
tough.
Island boy.
Trying to make it.
It's like
I'm a chain on boy.
some didn't make it to be M. Some didn't do the M shit. The island boy, try to make it.
I got my vest on, boy.
Nigga.
And I got my chain on, boy.
Oh, I seen a nigga that had a fucking what this chia pet on his head. He was the new island. I was like, what? Anyway, man, it's not guaranteed just because you're white.
Hell no.
It's not guaranteed. But like when you first started, was it like instant fame, or did you have to grind for this shit?
I had to grind for this shit, and you got to think I'm also a white rapper that did something nobody's ever done. There's never been a white rapper that's really talking about street shit.
Back.
You know, aside from M would dibble and dabble with his little shit when he would get into rap beefs and all of that. But I'm coming from like a different.
Talking about some real hustling shit and got none.
Yeah, you know. So
none, bro.
It's never been done, and I understand when you're trying to do something that's never been done, it's gonna be pushback. It's gonna be people that don't understand it.
Now
if
they
motherfuckers
understand.
can really peel back the curtain and like you know, do your research, man. Do your proper research. You'll understand. Like I could never be this outside.
Yo, everybody fuck with you. I'll fuck with you the long way. You know what I mean? Your squad fuck with you, boy. You got bars like a motherfucker. You are really hip hop, man. And I just appreciate you. You know what I mean? Your squad, everybody sliding through. We've been trying to line this shit up for a minute.
For sure.
You feel me? We've been trying to get this shit going. And I was like, man, did you curve a nigga that day?
No.
Bruh, my motherfucking co-host, nigga, pulled up some footage of you the next day. Nigga like, yeah, I'm looking real buff. Nigga, my arms are looking good. Like, you didn't say nigga, but he was like, you was riding in the car and you was on your way to somebody's interview. You was going somebody's interview. You had the jersey on. You're like, yeah, man, I'm feeling real good. And then you did somebody else's interview. I think it was a Barstool interview.
Yeah.
It was a Barstool interview the very next day. We was like, damn, we thought he had COVID symptoms.
Nah, but I ain't have COVID though, so I tested negative and kept it moving.
Oh, okay,
you know what I mean?
it.
But like a motherfucker like me,
we felt shook though. We felt shook.
And a motherfucker,
my co-host said, "Nah, man, look at this nigga. He out here riding. He chill." I'm like, what?
Nah, but I'm trying to tell you though, like I'm gonna make it good.
It ain't no show tonight. He got COVID. They like, you shitting me? Look at this. They said that nigga in the car.
Nah, hell no.
Man,
but I'm gonna tell you though, like a motherfucker never know if I'm sick or not. Like not from the internet.
Right.
Not from the internet. Cause I know how to make it look good
and
regardless.
You post like days later. You probably did that shit last week and just
and that's
posted
another
it.
thing. Like I don't know when like if I take some shit from here, I'll leave it until after you know what I mean?
I don't post shit for like a week later. I could have did some shit tonight and I probably don't post it like 3 days or 4 days later.
I never swerve you though, man.
No, that's what my co-host thought. I'm like, bro, we deep and I don't think the nigga
hell no.
Go like
and this is more official anyway.
Oh, this is dope. It happened how it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, live in the flesh.
And you said it. You like, bro, I'm about to come out there anyway. So either way, you feel me? But my co-host, shout out Simone Titty Taylor.
Simone Titty Taylor, I didn't curve you. I never do that. I love you.
Simone, shout out to Kato 4 Yum, hold y'all down, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Trevor, you know what I mean, for the new spot, man. Shout out to motherfucking Lewis Belt, man, for hooking us up with this location, man. You know what I mean? New action for Smoke a Lot Radio. Shout out to Coin Academy. We used to shoot there. We decided to part ways, you know what I mean? But them still my brothers, you know what I mean? Just business, and business is never personal, you know what I mean?
Facts.
But yeah, salute to the Coin Academy. But we located and we you know, we doing our thing continually, you know what I mean? My co-host is off for a month. Kato is taking a vacation. They ain't never took a vacation for all this time we've been doing Smoke a Lot Radio. He taking a vacation. When he ready to tap back in, we gonna tap in. Simone is busy for the month. She going to trucking school. So as soon as she done with her trucking school at the end of this month, she'll be back in October. So I'm holding it down like 4 flat tires, you feel me? And we got a great motherfucking interview tonight, man. Shout out Millyz. 9 Millyz. Shout out 9 Millyz. I'm fucking with you, bro. Shout out motherfucking Dotta the Diller.
Dotta the Diller.
I'm gonna call him Dotta the Diller. You know what I mean? Straight up, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all want to shout out anything else that's coming out, man? Y'all, anything that's coming out for you, Dollar?
Yeah, I got a joint coming out, the whole album joint, The Cause with Dope. Be on the lookout for that, you know.
Tough. Yeah, man.
Talk your shit. When it's dropping?
It's dropping soon after the next visual, but it's dropping soon.
So you dropping singles first?
It's like it's after the next visual, pretty much, but it's coming.
Okay, nigga, we wait for that, man. Dotta the Diller.
Yeah.
What's up for you, bro? What's up? What's rocking with you, bro?
You know, new music. I'm about to start dropping new music soon.
The new single with Yuck Mouth coming out soon.
For sure. For surely.
Plug. So you got speaking into it, you know what I mean? You got to manifest the shit, right? I'm fucking with this nigga, man. We already been on the track together, man.
Real lingo though, I appreciate you. You was for sure like one of the first, you know, like real rappers I've been around. Just seeing, you know, your crib, how you was living, fresh, you know what I mean? Smoking hella weed, living good off rap. Like, that was dope for me to see, so. You know what I mean? Salute, man. Everything full circle.
Man, thank you, bro. And it's good to see you doing your thing.
Word.
Because you got extra chunky, extra, you own, nigga, right now. You way different from when I first met you. I'm gonna let them know that, man. Hey, the boy done did his thing to you, man. You know what I mean? I'm proud of you, man. I said proud of you. I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah, thank
Period.
you, bro.
You know what I mean? Because Fly speaks so highly of you. Cousin Fly love the shit out you, bro. No Frank Ocean. You know what I mean? Mac Mean speaks so highly of you. Love the shit out you, bro. Fly my brother. For the love that he got for you.
Right.
I got that love. I don't know you as deep and personal as Fly and Mac Mean. But just from the affiliation, bro. You they brother, you my brother.
For sure.
Period. Straight up. Wish you the most success, bro. And you beating their ass, bro. I'm proud of you, my G.
Yeah, thank you,
and
bro.
keep doing your motherfucking thing, man. You want to give them your social media connections and all that?
At Millyz on everything. And my LLYZ.
Where they could get the merch and all that shit.
Shit. That's shit. I don't know. Millyz.com. Yeah, he know.
See, boom, boom, bop.
Millyz.com.
Shout out Haiti.
Yeah.
Haiti in the building.
Shout out the country of Haiti, oh God.
You know, I'm good. I remember things. You know,
and you blessed if you living in America.
Oh man, let's talk about that. We ain't gonna go there, man. We just said you said it. We are blessed that we are in America, man. We went deep into that blessed to be America shit, though.
Or the IG at Dotta the Dealer. That's THEDEALER type shit.
Type shit.
At
like
Dotta the Dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's been another episode of Smoke a Lot Radio.
And I don't know what y'all saying on them comments, but I love you. Good or bad, I love you.
Nah, they fuck with you the long way.
And I love your
man.
families.
They fucking with you the long way, man. I don't got no hate squad. This real love out here, you know. And then if they hating,
the hate is cool too.
Yeah, nah, it ain't.
Nah, the hate cool.
Not on my page. My mom's gonna eliminate them. They're gonna teach them how to speak sign language. They gotta learn how to hate silently. Silence! Mute them niggas. You know what I mean? They have to be silent. They had to learn to speak sign language. We can't hear you. Whatever you say, we can't hear you. So we'll put them niggas on mute and make them speak sign language. Learn how to use it. well, we won't see it. Yada! You feel me? So shout out to the motherfucking nation, the SID committee, everybody in the chat room is nothing but love. You know what I mean? Yes, and yeah, man, another episode of motherfucking Smoke a Lot Radio, man, sponsored by Royal motherfucking Blunt. Stay loyal to Royal. Go to royalblunts.com. You know what I mean? Go to your local liquor store. Go to your local smoke shop. Go to your local gas station. Go to your local motherfucking dispensary. And grab the motherfucking hemp wraps, grab the tobacco wraps, grab the rolling papers, grab everything you need for your motherfucking smoking desires, man. Royal Blunts, man. Stay loyal to Royal. And we out this motherfucker. Go to my website, of course. Let me get my shout out. SmokeALotRecords.com. Get the merch, all the twerk, everything to make your body work. Get the music, the DVDs, everything you need. You feel me? Straight up, man. Subscribe. Hit the motherfucking like button. Hit the share button. You know what I mean? Hit the notification bell so you can get the